Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and today we're gonna do a room tour of my room. Alright, so let's start the tour with the shelf. You've seen the shelf before, I made a video about it. And right now it's mainly used for equipment. I have like my camera bag up here, my swimsuit bag, an unopened pack of Doritos, my hat. So a little bit more in depth on the lenses. None of the lenses here are mine. All of these are my friends. These two lenses right here are Trevor's. This is the 50mm f1.4 Sigma Art Series lens. This lens is so good for that blurry background, shooting in the dark, nice portraits. It's amazing. And this is the 70-200 f4, so it's not the really big one, it's a smaller one. What helps is it's really light and it's still pretty fun to shoot sports with. I shot an OSU Beavers basketball game with this and it turned out pretty great. This right here is Luke's lens on his camera, and this is a 24-70 L series f4 first mark. This lens is like the kit lens for full frame cameras. It's just the good kit lens, and that's a pretty great lens. And all of these are just like the cheaper lenses that you'd expect to get with your first Rebel, perhaps. My favorite lens is the lens I'm using on the camera right now. It's the 16-35 f2.8 Mark 1, and it's a great lens because of the range and because of the f2.8. Gives you a pretty blurry background, and it's actually a lot of fun to use. For stabilization, I got these right here, which are the glide cams. This one's mine, this one's the school's. I got the newer carbon fiber $80 one. This glide cam, it's good for what it is, but just in general, even with this glide cam, which is closer to $200 and is actually made by Glide Cam, I don't like to use them. They're a pain in the butt to set up, and they're just really not as fun to use as what's supposed to be over here, which is the DJI Ronin M. And we're using it to shoot this video, and look at how cool this is. So anyway, this light right here by the mirror is completely DIY. It used to be a studio light that broke, so I broke it even more and made this out of it. Just got my regular hoodies and shirts, nothing too special, some motorcycle armor. And now we can move on to the rest of the room. I got like a little pull-up bar over here, just while I'm editing, just to take a little break. It helps a lot. So now moving on, this is my shoe collection. I actually like shoes a lot. I went to SneakerCon during the spring break and met Blazendary, who's a huge shoe guy.
Oh, alright, we out here at Blazendary booth, SneakerCon. My homie right here, what's her name?
Alan.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, my guy.
Bro.
So, we out here at SneakerCon. You know, you having a good time?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it, bro.
Dude, this is lit.
Let's get it.
Alright. And that's where I got these shoes. This is actually all I got because I'm trying to save money. These are triple white Ultra Boost 3.0s. I got them for 80 bucks, which was an absolute steal. For the rest of my shoes, I got these R2s, Japan's blacks right here with bait laces that I put in. Just all white XR1s that I got for kind of daily wear. You can see they're pretty dirty and getting a little bit beat, but they're a lot of fun to wear. And then down there I got the shoes I wear a little less. These are Human Races, not the NMDs, and they're a lot of fun, but they're not very comfortable. They feel very flimsy and they have a really hard bottom. These are my Air Force SF1s, which I use for riding my motorcycle or going in the snow or in the dirt, anything a little more serious. And also, don't let me forget about these XR1 Zebras. I got these last year. These were the first shoes that I got that were over $100 and weren't Nike running shoes. These were my kind of first like hyped, good-looking sneakers, and these are really what started all of this. And I love these shoes a lot. They're extremely beat now. They have holes, they're dirty, don't smell the best, but I just wear them around the yard for like yard work. And they're just a really comfortable shoe. The next place that we'll be talking about is this right here. This is my little corner of the room. I have a black wall that I'm able to draw on with chalk, but it doesn't erase very easily, so stuff is still there, but it's a great wall. I like having a black wall when I come in, especially in contrast with the red wall over here that you'll see in a bit. Got my little GoPro over here. Great camera, but I never use it because I will be honest, no matter what people say, I'm not satisfied with the quality. I'd rather shoot with my iPhone than use this 99% of the time, unless I have to put on a helmet. This right here is one of the first pieces of furniture that I put in this room when I moved here. It's a 6-drawer chest from IKEA, and as you see, I've labeled all of my compartments, all my drawers to understand what's where quickly, and I think it looks pretty nice and definitely correlates with what's the text. An item I actually use a lot in my house, more than most people, is right here, this little guy. This is a Google Home Mini. Now on Black Friday, this was going for $29.99 at Best Buy with a $10 gift card. So if you use the gift card, it's only 20 bucks. So my whole family got these for Christmas and they're absolutely amazing. For example, like, check this out. Hey Google, turn my lights off.
Okay, turning 3 lights off.
So for the door, with all of these stickers, I don't actually like Supreme that much. I don't like their advertising and I don't really like their branding as much. But you see that this wall is red and there's little paint spills. Well, the paint spills didn't just get on the floor and the other walls. They also got on the white door, and that's what the stickers are for. And now moving on to the main part of my room where I spend a lot of time. And this is my computer desk, my main work desk. This desk has evolved a lot over the years. It used to be this desk, then it became that desk, and now it's this one again. And a lot of things change because my setup changes and what I use changes. Now let me just get a little more into all the stuff that's on the desk and how it all works to make the best desk for me and what I do. Okay, so the first thing, the brains of the whole operation, is my computer. It's a Lenovo Y7070 Touch. I didn't pick this computer, it was my dad's computer, and they decided to upgrade, so I got this one. And it's a great computer. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, and it's a 2.7 gigahertz i7 processor. So it's plenty fast, it's aging a little, and that gets a little annoying, and it weighs more than I do, so that's a little bit annoying when I travel. But other than that, it's a great computer, especially for a home setup. For my monitor, I'm rocking an HP 27ES, which I got at Black Friday 2 years ago for $117. It's a 27-inch 1080p monitor. That's why I love it so much, is because it's a big, cheap, simplistic looking monitor, and I absolutely love using it. I have a Logitech G510, which is a really old keyboard, but again, it's a downgrade from what my dad has, and that works for me. For my mouse, I did buy my own mouse. This is a Logitech MX Master, the first edition of it. It's an amazing mouse if you edit, scroll through YouTube videos a lot. Not great for gaming. The DPI is not the best. I try to play games like Call of Duty and Fortnite with this, and it does not work out very well. But for editing, amazing mouse. Don't need anything else. So for my desk mic, I'm rocking a Blue Yeti Snowball. It's an amazing microphone for $49, and it sounds almost as good as my $200 Rode Mic Pro. You're listening to the audio from the Blue mic right now, and back to the Rode mic, and back to the Blue mic. But it's only usable with a computer. It has a fat USB, and I almost never use it just because I have this mic for my camera, and it usually sounds better, so I just plug it into my computer and use that instead. I also have an Xbox One under my desk right here. I don't use it very much because I don't have a lot of time to play games, but when I do, I mostly just play Fortnite. That's all it's for. And one of the final things, one of the biggest things in the room now that I want to talk about is my overhead setup. Now, all the shots you saw from the shoes and like my mouse and stuff is done on this setup. I made a whole video about building it. Here's a link to it. I had a great time building it. Built it for about $50 to $70, so it wasn't cheap, but definitely turned out great. I have these little lights hanging off the sides for a good lighting, and I have this roll of paper that I just roll out, draw, spray paint, do anything I want. It's really sturdy, supports my weight if I need to, so it's just a great build, great addition to my whole room setup. Now the very, very final item in this room is this desk, which I kind of call my homework / video desk. You might see that there's a gap right here, and a tripod goes here so that it can film me while seeing the desk. Like if I'm opening a drone, it's gonna be in my next video. Right here, I just do homework. I have all of my books and papers in my wallet, my $30 video light, if you remember that. That's basically all this. It's just a homework / YouTube desk. Nothing entertaining. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It wasn't a little bit of a different format than what I usually make because I had Lucas here help me and actually be a cameraman, so it was a lot more fun to shoot this video. And if you did enjoy it, please tell me you did so I can call him over to make more videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next one.
We just need some room to breathe. We got mouths, we gotta feed. Killer beat to keep the lease. Gotta step on your feet. Know the dream, it isn't cheap. Tryna take us overseas. Put some asses in a seat.
Since I know how many of you are gonna ask, I do have to explain that these tan lines right here, they're from swimming. I swim 15 hours a week, and a lot of that is outside, and the goggles leave a really bad tan line. everywhere around my eyeballs and right here from the strap. So that's what that is if you were wondering.